Many months later.
Hey peeps, Moobit here. Bit of a vloggy type situation about Operation Fezcam. I think I'm pretty much going to rant at the camera here, so I might not even release this. But yeah, as you can tell, I've been away a while. You can see from my head. I have, and I don't mind saying this because that's the whole point of our charity. I've been under the crisis team for 3 months. Now discharged. I'm okay. Don't have to worry too much. But yeah, I had to take a step down, activate emergency protocol, and have Nick Hardy take over everything while I was away. And I've just come back for my first meeting in 3 months. And it didn't go as I'd wanted. Well, it went exactly as we expected, actually. But in this case, that's a bad thing in a way. To get you up to speed, there are now six people working for Team Reflector, all on a voluntary basis, myself included, of course. So, you know, the corporate structure's there. Once we get, you know, salary grants and things in place, then, you know, they'll be working as FTEs for us. But, yeah, between the 6 of us and sort of the board of directors, who are, you know, various people from various walks of life. Obviously, Operation Fezcam involves us getting a building and turning it into a community asset. And obviously a movie studio for ourselves, but within that movie studio, obviously it'll be people with mental health doing acting and directing and stuff like that, and training people up, as well as carrying on our existing Team Reflector duties in terms of, you know, recommending mental health diagnosed people, whether it be acting or behind the scenes or, you know, camera operators or whatever, and sort of being that sort of hub point for people looking to hire into their own crews. And, you know, we can say, well, this person's got mental health, but they've got this skill set and they're fine, and, you know, it makes them look good that they're hiring someone, you know, who's diagnosed and things. So all that'll carry on. But yeah, the problem I've got at the moment is, because obviously getting a building, especially one as big as that we need, it involves working with a lot of third-party sort of stakeholders, which is fine. You know, you got to do what you got to do to get the project going, haven't you? But yeah, some of these third-party guys, through probably no fault of their own, but they're not non-profits like we are. You know, they're in business to make money.
Hello, I like money.
So, you know, which is fine. We don't begrudge that. Of course we don't. As long as the money-making operation conforms with our belief structure and, you know, our corporate ideals, you know. But yeah, recently it's been, and not just the ones we spoke to today, but a few of them have just been doing stuff that's pissed us off, basically. And yeah, we're all trying to work out if our expectations are too high, or, you know, it could be on our side maybe a lack of experience in terms of, you know, developing a site, which admittedly, you know, it's new for us. We are, I know, our expertise are in filmmaking. Mine's in, as well as filmmaking, is in medicine, and I worked for a fraud team, investigation team for many years, which has actually been quite good skills, because you can find out things about people quite easily and what they're up to in the background without them realising. And yeah, we dug up some dirt on a few of the stakeholders that we were not happy with, and we're going to, over the course of a few weeks, have to address that. Now, it could be perfectly innocent, but from our perspective, it doesn't look good. So yeah. And yeah, one of those stakeholders was today, and we called them out. They had a good reason / excuse for the stuff that we found.
Money!
But, and you know, if you're mental health diagnosed, there's something in my gut that's telling me there's more to it than what we know at the moment. And I'm not saying that that is a correct assumption. But yeah, it's the thing about having severe PTSD and severe anxiety and all that kind of stuff is obviously you gotta learn to cope with it, and you do naturally become untrusting, like on a knife edge quite quickly, because you have to. It's a survival instinct. You know, your brain is telling you that everyone's out to get you. Now, obviously, the sane part of your brain knows that they're not, but I don't think they're out to get us on purpose or anything like that. I just feel like they are holding stuff back, whether they think it's for our own good because they don't want us to get bogged down with lots of details and so we can concentrate on doing the stuff that we need to do. It might be that, but I don't like working like that. I like to be informed, and the board especially need to be informed. And if they're not informed, I get it in the neck. And yeah, Monday morning, I'm going to give our report, and I'm going to get it in the neck. So yeah, it's frankly, it's pissed me off. You know, it's like, you know, I've had 3 months off, and I'm supposed to be coming back volunteering part-time and avoiding stress, and you know, at all costs, otherwise I'll end up back where I was a couple of weeks ago. And like, you know, it all went well. Everyone's voted me back in, and yeah, they welcomed me back with open arms. And then it's like all the stakeholders and the board and all their people that they like us to talk to and all that, like, oh, you're back, are you? It's like, whoa, chill out. And yeah, it's yeah, and it's frustrating, isn't it? Because like, we're doing this for the right reasons. We're doing this to help the people of Nottingham, and then eventually help the people of Derbyshire and help the people of South Yorkshire, and so on, and spread it out and share the love, you know, and fill that gap that years of cuts to mental health services and things like that have done, you know. And it frustrates me that other businesses that say, you know, I've got way more money than us and way more resources than us, and say that they're on board and say that, you know, on paper or on their social media things, oh, we support LGBTQ+, and we support mental health and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but do you? Because you're not physically doing anything except turning your logo to a gay pride thing last month, and, you know, the month before you posted the number for Samaritans on Facebook. Well, bully for you, mate, you know. We put our money where our mouth is, literally. We donate and help out as much as we can to people like Base 51 in Nottingham, who are a children's LGBT charity. You know, we do free or cost only if you have to travel quite a long way. You know, media and TV ads and things like that for smaller grassroots charities, you know, as well. So it's like, there's things you can do. Yes, you've got to make money. Yes, you've got to impress your own shareholders.
Money!
But don't do it at the cost of a good relationship with a charity partner that you happen to be working with, like in our case, you know. Some of the things our third-party stakeholders have been doing while I've been away, and I don't know if it's because they knew I was away. I'm not saying they go on, we spoke today, there's somebody else we need to speak to on Monday, and it's like, I don't know if it's because they knew I was away and they thought they can get away with it, because I would call them out on it instantly, because I do get a bit cross sometimes when I see something that's, you know, like injustice, you know, or I see something that harms another person, you know. I'm still under the oath, you know, do no harm or do no intentional harm, you know. So it's like, I don't know if it's that or it's just the fact that somebody offered them more money, you know, and it's just, because what you've got to do is, you haven't got to think about in terms of how much short-term profit you can make. You got to think, if they can't make you millions instantly, which we can't because we're a non-profit, that would be egregious to, that would stop us helping people who need the help, but we can offer a lot of value in terms of, not in terms of money, but in terms of, we've got ridiculous resources. We've got 20 years experience in the film industry. We can do TV ads. We've got social media managers, YouTube channels for people who have got 12 million subscribers. And obviously that's a business in itself, we've got all that. We've got access to local news broadcast, and whatever CIC or charity you end up working with, that's the sort of mindset you've got to go into it with. Not, oh, how can we bleed them dry and then disappear, which is what somebody's been doing, but how can I benefit from this, in a medium to long term thing. So the point is, be nice, people. Just don't think about what's in it for you. Think about what's in it for your community, for the people you serve, whether you're a private company or CIC or whatever. Just change your mindset, okay? And trust me, if everyone did that, the world, it won't be brilliant overnight, but it'd be a lot nicer to live in, Community over profit, my friends. That's it. So then, hopefully that wasn't too ranty. Hopefully, maybe if you've got some advice, let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.
Hey up, I'm Rory, the therapy dog. Click here to watch a video I picked out just for you. Or check out our behind the scenes channel right here. And for every subscriber we get, I get a treat. So do it. Click it. Gravy bones.